Hello everyone, this is the continuation for part 6, principle of superposition of waves. When consider two waves of same amplitude, same angular wave number, and they are having the same angular frequency and their speeds also identical. Means consider two waves, two sound waves of same angular frequency and angular wave number, and their speeds also identical. The speeds also identical, and as well as only they both traveling in a same medium. Only they differ to each other in its initial phase. Differ in its initial phase. Differ in its initial phase. Initial phase 5 means if we take that waves, one wave is traveling, its phase is pi is equal to 0, and another wave if we taken that it is making pi is equal to pi radians. Differ with the pi radians means if the wave is traveling like this and they differ with the pi radians with the initial wave, then what will happen? Let's see. First of all, the equation y of first wave equation y is equal to a sin of kx minus omega t. This is the first wave equation, and the second one is y2 is equal to a sin of kx minus omega t. This is having that phase change, different phase. Both waves are having the same identical, same angular number, same angular frequency, same position, same amplitude also, traveling in a medium. Only they differ with the initial phase. It is having that kx minus omega t. The initial phase pi is equal to 0. We are not getting pi, but in case of it is I am having that some pi phase difference with the first one. So then we can get that from principle of superposition of waves. From superposition of waves, then we can get y is equal to y1 plus y2 means the net displacement which is equal to our four waves are traveling in a medium. The net displacement of the total waves is equal to the algebraic sum of the individual waves. The algebraic sum of the displacements of the individual wave at that instant of time is called superposition of waves. From that equation we can get the resultant y is equal to resultant displacement, net displacement y is equal to, we are substituting this one, a sin of kx minus omega t plus a sin of kx minus omega t plus 5. From the mathematical form, sin a plus sin d. This is similar to the formula which is having that sin a plus sin b is equal to 2 sin a plus b by 2 cos a minus b by 2. This is the mathematical formula. You should remember this one. This is the mathematical formula, sin a plus b. Sin a plus sin b is equal to 2 sin a plus b by 2 cos a minus b by 2 is the mathematical formula of this one. This one is the similar to this formula. A is taken outside common because of in these two factors the a is same, so that's why we are taking outside. Then we can get sin a plus b by 2, 2 sin a plus b by 2 means y is equal to 2, a is taking outside, then we can get sin a plus b by 2. Sin a means kx minus omega t by sin a plus b means kx minus omega t plus pi by 2. Okay, then next cos a minus b by 2, a minus b by 2, a kx minus omega t minus kx plus omega t minus pi. I am multiplying minus negative sign into that one, then we can get by 2 minus kx plus kx get cancelled, minus omega t plus omega t get cancelled, we can get only the minus pi by 2, minus pi by 2. So y is equal to, here kx minus omega t plus kx minus omega t, 2 of kx minus omega t, we can write that 2a sin 2 into kx minus omega t plus pi whole by 2 cos minus pi by 2. Here the minus symbol indicates that is differ the 180 degrees with the initial one. 180 degrees with the initial one. So that's why we are writing that here cos of minus pi by 2. Here 2a sin of 2 kx minus omega t plus pi by 2. If we the denominator individually, if we write the individually, then we can get 2a sin of kx minus omega t plus pi by 2. Here cos minus pi by 2, minus cos pi by 2. Here just listen, y is equal to 2a sin of 2a sin 2 of kx minus omega t plus pi by 2. The denominator 2 is separated, so that's from that equation we can get that the minus value will given that is for it is differ to the negative pair, so that's why we are neglecting that one. Y is equal to 2a cos pi by 2, I am taking from side, then sin of kx minus omega t plus pi by 2. Here the pi by 2 is the phase difference between them, the pi by 2 is the phase difference between them. Then the amplitude, the net result amplitude is also, here the initial phase angle is pi by 2, and also this equation also represents a harmonic traveling wave. A equation also represents a harmonic traveling wave in along the positive x direction. Positive x direction. A harmonic wave is also, this equation represents the harmonic wave is traveling in the harmonic traveling in the along the x direction. Then the initial phase angle pi by 2. The initial phase angle is pi by 2. The initial phase angle is pi by 2. The amplitude a of pi is the phase difference. We can write that this here is the amplitude. Compare this equation with the resultant equation. We can get that a pi. A of pi means due to the phase difference, the amplitude will be is equal to 2a cos pi by 2. 2a cos pi by 2. If in case of in this equation, if we substitute the phase angle, means if in case of case 1, if pi is equal to 0, means if it becomes 0, then what will the total equation? Cos 0 will become cos 0 is 1. So again sin here the pi by 2 is 0. Sin of kx minus omega t means y is equal to a sin of kx minus omega t. Kx minus omega t. As well as if in case of pi is equal to phase difference, if we substitute the phase difference pi is equal to 180 degrees, then we can get the negative value. Means here the cos pi is equal to cos 0 is equal to 1, as well as here the cos 180 degrees is also minus 1, and here also sin 180 is equal to sin 180 is also 0 1. Sin gets the minus value. If in case of pi by 2 means 90 degrees, then what will happen? Total term becomes this total term becomes the net displacement y is equal to 0, because of if in case of 90 degrees the both will be cancelled to each other. So this is about the mathematical form we can explain whenever the two waves are superimposed on one another, means if they meet it simultaneously by equation. This equation represents the harmonic traveling in a medium along the positive x direction, and if the phase angle depends on that, then the equation that displacement will be depends on the phase angle also. So reflection of waves. Reflection of waves means here when wave travels through a medium and meets the rigid boundary, it gets reflected. For example, whenever we are make the noise in a hall between the rigid boundaries, then we can hear the sound repeatedly, that is echo. Echo is the best example for the reflection of waves. So here when sound wave meets the rigid boundary, it get reflected. For example, echo. And if the boundary is not a fully rigidly bound, or it a interface between the two medium, then the sound, when the sound wave is incident like the surface, then a part is reflected and the remaining part is transmitted through that and they meet to the second medium, they travel into the second medium. Means if the rigid boundary is not fully rigid and it is an interface between the two surfaces, two media, a part is reflected and it is another part is transmitted to the second medium. When the boundary is not fully rigid, if the wave is obliquely incident on the rigid boundary, means when the wave is obliquely incident on the rigid boundary, and there is a reflected wave which is having the same amplitude and same speed without changing the how much the incident pulse is there, that much of amount of amplitude and speed also there, but they differs in the phase angle which is having that it's a 180 degrees or a pi radians of phase angle will be differs. Only phase angle will be different. Remain the amplitude and wave frequency will be the same when the wave is incident on the rigid boundary obliquely, then only that will happen. If the boundary is not fully rigid, when the wave is transmitted to the another second medium, that wave is called a refracted wave. If the wave is incident on the rigid boundary, it will comes back means reflected, that wave is called as reflected wave. If in case the rigid boundary is not fully rigid, it's a interface between the two media, then when the sound wave meets incident on the interface media, then the wave will be when the incident on obliquely, then the transmit to the other medium, that is the refracted wave. If the rigid boundary, if the sound wave is incident on the obliquely incident on the rigid boundary, then that will return which the incident wave is having the same parameters, that much of parameters also having by the refracted wave. But the small change is that when the phase will be, it is 180 degrees or pi radians. The differ with the incident wave, with the refracted wave is differ with the incident wave is only phase change in phase. Its phase is 180 degrees or pi radians. This is according to the superposition of waves. This is possible according to the superposition of waves, because here the boundary is a rigid, no disturbance and no energy absorbed by the wall. There is no any displacement of the rigid boundary. So that's why the same amount of angle, the same amount of energy returns to the reflected wave, it will happen. That condition is called as a boundary condition. That condition is called as a boundary condition. By the principle of superposition of waves, the incident wave and the reflected wave differs with the phase angle of pi. So that the displacement of the wall is 0. This condition is called boundary condition. Means here when the incident wave and reflected wave have phase angle, differ with phase angle. Phase angle is pi radians. Displacement of rigid boundary. Displacement of rigid boundary is a 0. This is called, it is called boundary condition. Boundary condition. It is called a boundary condition. Thank you.